So you clicked on this video for a reason, and before you lose yourself, let me tell you one thing. It's you versus you. I'm at the channel, guys. Today we're really just getting into the topic of you versus you, and at the end of the day, the only person out there that you're competing against is you, the previous version of yourself, where you're looking to go in the future, and who you are now in the present moment, and what you're doing to incorporate where you want to go. All right, that's all it comes down to. So today we're just gonna get into a little short discussion, going over some of these things, right? And no matter what you start doing, whether you're in the field of entrepreneurship or creativity, you start your own business, etc., it's always going to be you versus you, and in the field of creativity, in the world of social media, in the world of internet dynamics, we can get totally distracted. So it is very important and very key and keen for us to really hone in on our own sense of focus and our own sense of individuality. When you are able to kind of cut out the external distractions that no longer serves in today's ways of living, it automatically puts you in an energy of competition. Just because you're always, as soon as you open your phone, what are you doing? You're seeing your friends, you're seeing people, you're seeing influencers, you're seeing businesses, you're constantly consuming. And another part of this message is to stop consuming and start creating. That is another thing that is a big energy right now for the collective. For those who've been very used to consuming different pieces of content, like, there is a message right now for you, and it's to start creating. That you have the information necessary to put that out there, right? No matter what you're doing, you're an expert at what you know, no matter what you know. Keep that in mind. So as you move forward, your time is your time, and what you do is meant for you. Do not get distracted, and it's very easy to get lost into other people, influenced by other people, and that influences your state of being and the life that you want to live. It's important that you are able and you have the ability to get clear which what you want and where you want to go. So keep that in mind. And I come with this video, no script, off top, just to put the energy out there, guys, because as you hone in on your craft, as you hone in on your business, you're going to see a lot of external factors. And if you don't have that sense of self-value and self-worth to understand what path is meant for you and the path that is good for you, true alignment, then that kind of will not happen. So it's important that you don't get caught up in external energies that shifts your own energy and your own path, because then you lose your own sense of value and your sense of self. So it's important to, when you kind of block out, you have a period of isolation to understand yourself, understand your life. Remember that life is a life by design. Life doesn't happen on, life can happen on accident, but life is by design. And the life that you live is the life that you choose to curate. Every choice that you make within this life curates your desired reality, or not even that, but really curates the experiences that you live. So if the life experience that you live isn't your desired reality, is there some sort of actions or some sort of external factor that you've been living for? You haven't been living for yourself, and it's time for you to start living for you. And it requires you to cut out the distractions, to eliminate the period of the social media, to eliminate the period of what you're so used to watching that doesn't do anything for you, distractions and things of that nature. Who are you at your core? Who are you in terms of your sense of self, in terms of your values? What life do you want to live? What is a life that you want to live? What's a life that is fulfilling for you? Get clear with these things before you go and chase these financial milestones and these external goals, because you're going to reach these, you may reach these external goals, and these things will still not fulfill you based upon your lack of connection to self and understanding your own values and the life that you want to live. You thought you needed this, and you get all these things, and half of the time people don't even need those things, because that's not what they got clear about, right? They didn't get clear with the life that they wanted to live. So you have to kind of get clear. They did, in a sense. Yeah, everyone, the accolades, the money, the etc. But why do you really want to do that? No one really gets to understand their why, and which is why a lot of people make it to the top and fall right back down. And when they fall back down, they have to really connect with their why. Guys, you can learn from a lot of other experiences. Success also leaves crumbs. You can learn from other successful individuals, successful corporations, companies, etc. Right? So when you're able to do that, you focus on you. You focus on your path. You focus on your values, sense of self, what's good for you, the life that you want. That already gets you clear in terms of, okay, who you were yesterday, who you were last year, and who you need to become moving forward. It has nothing to do with this person, this external factor, that external factor. This person's doing this. No, it matters about what you're doing. Are you doing more than last year? Are you doing more than last month? Are you doing more than last week? Are you doing more than yesterday? It's about those 1% increments every day that you're progressing for yourself. Count every single win and go after it, because you will find fuel as you go, and then you'll build momentum as you go, and you'll build the motivation that you so and so people say they need. But you need the discipline to continue going and cultivating the life that you want to cultivate. You have to ask yourself the difficult questions and get clear with certain things that you got to do. And it's really not external factors but input factors. What do you need to do to become that person? What actions do you need to do to get that, to live that reality? Right? So it's always input oriented goals. Even myself, I don't do, and everything is from experience. I don't put a lot of external factors or a lot of external goals. I focus on input goals that lead to external output or external results. And when you understand what goes in to certain things that lead to certain results, then you know what to put in, right? And that's all it comes down to. Get clear of what inputs that you need to develop and continue doing those things. It's going to compound on each other, and you'll see the output where it needs to be. But always remember that you're competing with yourself. You're competing with who you are yesterday. The mindset that you had yesterday, last year. How are you overcoming that to be the best version that you can, right? It's you versus the best version of yourself. If you had a perfect version of yourself slapping you in the face every day, how would you be progressing? Do those actions. Guys, always remember, don't get caught up. Hate only comes from the bottom. Anyone that's doing as good or better than you will support you. Once you're doing something, you will always notice hate come from the bottom. It's envy, spite. Leave it alone. That's for the crumbs. That's for you not to engage. Brings you right back to the old reality. Continue pushing forward, focus on your own progress, and don't worry about what other external factors get put onto you based upon you going after your own progress. When you start to go after your own progress, you may notice people try to you may notice external factors as you shift from that. As you progress, external factors may look at your progression as if they haven't leveled up to where you are, your progression will make them feel like you're stunning or flexing on them. Which is why you have to learn to separate from certain things and certain energies, because as you're progressing, remember, you're progressing for yourself, but hate comes from the bottom when people can't progress, and that's the self-reflection that most of these people lack, is to understand that they're not progressing for themselves. So when they see other people in their external reality, like you're the person progressing, then it directly affects them and it triggers something internally, or exactly that, internally, based upon insecurity, trauma, etc., based upon their own progress. So it's important to, like I said, it's really focusing on you, no one else. Like it comes down to you, and it comes down to your progress. When you receive hate, know that it's because you're progressing in a way that's betterment for you. Don't let that bring you back down to the way that you used to respond. Continue progressing in the way that you know you should. Be wise, stay true, be you.